I'm with John Paul from Castledene, famous superstar estate agent, letting agent, and all-round top geezer. How's it going, mate?
Good, good.
Good stuff. Good stuff. Um, Today I want to do some videos talking about the hot topics of what's important in lettings and estate agency. We did a series of videos back in the spring when we were up north, but thankfully your passport's come through now. So at least we can get you down south into the Midlands, because we're not in the south. I know you think we're in the south. To go into a lot more detail about topics that are hot. We've got the tenant fee ban, we've got the issues with online agents, how to beat the cheap fees, overvaluing, all those sort of things.
Yeah.
So what I propose, John, is why don't we have a series of topics that we can talk about.
Yeah. Maybe
we can talk about your new book as well. Plug. And take it from there. How's that sound?
That sounds great.
Good stuff. I think first though, John, what I'd like to do is find out a bit about John Paul the man.
Right.
Okay, if that's all right with you.
If you really want to.
Take me back to your probably when you're late teens, early 20s. Did you always want to be your own businessman?
I did actually. I've come from quite an entrepreneurial family, although a lot of my family have been down the pit and worked in heavy engineering.
Okay.
My dad started his own engineering company. My granddad had started a bus company where we're from.
So you used to starting businesses?
Family is, yeah. I wasn't. I was quite young when my dad passed away and what have you. So I hadn't had that experience.
Okay.
But I worked for my dad. So my dad had an engineering company. Did a lot of work for Komatsu, JCB, Caterpillar, a lot of earth moving equipment, that type of thing.
So did you always want to be part of your dad's business or set your own business up then?
I wanted to do something. I didn't know what, but I definitely wanted to be my own boss.
Why did you want to be your own boss?
My dad was quite successful. You know, he sent my brother and I to private school, had nice cars. We had a really, really good.
Do they have private schools up north?
One or two. I'm not saying they're any good, but they do have them.
Okay.
And I knew I wanted to do something. I wanted that sort of lifestyle. So I still have friends who I've knocked about with for 20, 30 years. And I see some of, their lifestyles. They do them boring 9 to 5, they do shift work, and I didn't want that.
So you wanted to set your own business up just for lifestyle or anything else?
Looking back, I don't know. I think it was mostly for lifestyle. I didn't know what systems were. I didn't know about leaving a legacy. I didn't know about all that stuff that we all know now.
What did you hope? What were your hopes for setting a business up then? Because it's all very good saying lifestyle, but let's put a bit of meat on the bones there. Was that going to Barbados every week?
A couple of decent holidays, decent car, decent house. You're not talking, the type of house that I live in now. 3-4 bedroom detached. That was all I wanted. I didn't know what lifestyle I wanted, but it wasn't extravagant. It wasn't over the top.
Did you have any big dreams as well, apart from just living in a bog standard 4-bed detached house?
At the time, no.
Okay.
At the time, no, because I was sort of under my dad's wing, under his shadow, if you like. So whatever, we went to, like I said, private school.
So deep down, what was your real motivator to be your own boss? I mean, lifestyle and a few holidays it's not worth putting everything on the line just for that, is there? Did you have anything deeper than that?
At the time, probably because my granddad was an entrepreneur, my dad was, so it was just sort of following that family tradition. But in all honesty, you're talking 15, 16, 17 years ago now, so to go that far back and realise what I felt at the time.
It's more your feelings in there, what you felt, was there a weight of expectation on your shoulders to set your own business up and go into the family business?
Not at all. My dad always said, you do what you want. I was very big on sport, so as you know, I want to be a professional cage fighter. Well, I was a professional cage fighter. Before that, I wanted to play professional rugby. My dad, although he wasn't happy with it, you don't want to see your son getting punched in the face a lot. Well, he probably still.
So, what were your hopes and dreams of being a cage fighter or a rugby player?
What were they?
Yeah.
I just wanted to be the best in the world.
Okay.
Not just the best in the UK, but I wanted to literally be the best in the world.
Do you think you could have got that far?
All honesty, probably not. I was ranked in the top 10 in the UK. I went and trained and over America 3-4 times, up and down the country fighting, Ireland, all sorts of places, Holland.
You enjoy it?
Loved it, absolutely loved it. It's not as brutal as what people think.
Okay.
It is, but it's not at the same time.
Isn't it just boxing inside a cage? With a bit of kicking?
No, you can use your elbows, you can knee to the face, you can elbow to the face.
Okay.
You know,
That must be quite good when a tenant doesn't pay.
it comes in really handy when tenants won't pay the rent. I'm the one that's in round. I'm too old now, but used to.
So you were let's move on. So you're in your early 20s. Were you working in the family business at this point?
I was health and safety. So my dad was very, very old fashioned.
Because you were, being obviously a ninja cage fighter, you were into your health, weren't you?
Yeah, not in the face. But yeah, I loved health and safety. I liked that aspect of it. And to be honest, I wasn't very good at engineering, so it was the sort of a way that you can slot into your parents' business. And he was very old fashioned. He wanted me to get a good education, good qualifications, good grades. So I sort of did a couple of health and safety night courses, 1 day a week, college release, became an internal quality audit for the company. And then just sort of things were like progressing there. So I was there for about 5 years.
What happened then? Because your father came home and told you some pretty bad news. Tell the guys what happened.
Yeah, I was actually playing rugby on the Saturday. We were in a county cup game, and I remember my dad had phoned me up and said, "Son, can you come and see me and your mum?" And I can't, Dad, I'm out with the lads, having a couple of bevies, that type of thing. I'll come tomorrow morning, hungover and everything. So I turned up same time my brother did, and he sat us down and he just got straight to the point, and he said, "I've got cancer. It's not looking good." My mum had cancer 5 years before, and she'd beaten it. So me being the fighter, "Don't worry, you'll beat it. Mum beat it. You'll be fine. You'll be fine." He went, "No, we've had tests. It's secondary cancer. It's quite far on. They reckon I've got 9 months to a year left."
How did that affect you? And how did that affect your mum and family? I mean, devastating. I've not been there.
Yeah. It was devastating, but we thought we had a plan. So the plan was he was going to fire sale the business. He was going to sell it probably 25-30% cheaper than what he knew he could get.
What was the business again?
Engineering company. So it was DLI, the Durham Light Industries engineering company. And he was going to fire sale it, get it 30% cheaper, but it would go through quick. And that would be my mum set up for life and me and my brother, businesses set up for life, whatever we wanted. Unfortunately, because he had a biopsy to see truly how long he had left and how long it progressed, 2 weeks later he slipped into a coma. He got rushed to hospital. So 2 weeks later he slipped into a coma for 2 days after that, and then he passed away. He woke up for about half an hour in those 2 days, and we all got to go and say our little 5 minutes. But then after that, obviously he's my best friend. I played cricket on the same cricket team. He watched every game of rugby I ever played in. He's my best mate. But because of that, he was taken out of the business. 3 months later, the business went bust. So we lost the whole lot. We lost everything.
Hundreds of thousands of pounds.
Millions.
Millions of pounds.
It was valued in millions, not hundreds of thousands yet.
Wow.